The madness of Ajax, the fall of a Greek hero, and the wrath of the gods. The Trojan War was a crucible of heroism and tragedy, where even the mightiest warriors met their downfall. Among them was Ajax, son of Telamon, a warrior of unparalleled strength and valor. His fate was not sealed by enemy blades, but by divine will and a mind unhinged. This is the tragic tale of the madness of Ajax, his disgrace, and his ultimate demise. One of the most haunting stories in Greek mythology. Before his downfall, Ajax was one of the greatest warriors among the Greeks. Towering above his comrades, he was second only to Achilles in strength and combat prowess. Unlike the cunning Odysseus or the passionate Achilles, Ajax was a man of action, a warrior who relied on his brute force and unwavering courage. During the Trojan War, Ajax fought with distinction, shielding the Greek army with his massive shield and driving fear into the hearts of the Trojans. He famously dueled Hector, the greatest of the Trojan champions, in single combat. The fight lasted an entire day, ending in a stalemate, and out of mutual respect, both warriors exchanged gifts. Hector gave Ajax his sword, and Ajax offered Hector his belt. However, even the mightiest heroes were at the mercy of the gods. The death of Achilles would set Ajax on a path of destruction, not by the hands of the Trojans, but by his own. When Achilles was struck down by Paris, aided by Apollo, the Greek army mourned its greatest warrior. His armor, forged by the god Hephaestus, was deemed a prize of great honor, meant to be awarded to the most deserving warrior. Ajax believed, without a doubt, that the armor should be his. He had defended the Greek ships, fought bravely in battle, and stood as one of the strongest warriors in the Greek camp. Yet the armor was not given to him. Instead, Odysseus, known for his wit and cunning, was chosen as the rightful owner. The decision shattered Ajax. He felt betrayed, not just by his fellow warriors, but by the very gods he had served in battle. The dishonor burned within him, and his rage festered into something far darker: madness. Blinded by fury and humiliation, Ajax vowed to take revenge on the Greek leaders, Agamemnon, Menelaus, and Odysseus. He seized his sword, heading to the Greek leaders' encampment, intending to slaughter them in their sleep. But Athena, ever the protector of Odysseus, saw the rage in Ajax's heart and intervened. She cast a powerful illusion over his mind, twisting his perception of reality, leading him out of the camp to the animal pens. When Ajax reached what he believed to be the Greek camp, he did not see livestock. Believing the sheep and cattle to be his enemies, he fell upon them with unrelenting fury. He slaughtered them without mercy, cutting them down as though they were his betrayers. Some he captured, torturing them as if they were Agamemnon and Odysseus, reveling in his imagined victory. By dawn, the illusion faded. Ajax stood amidst the bloodied remains of animals, their bodies scattered around him. Realization struck him like a thunderbolt. The mighty Ajax, son of Telamon, had been reduced to a madman, a fool who had butchered sheep in place of his enemies. The shame was unbearable. Ajax could not face his comrades, nor could he live with the disgrace. His honor, his pride, everything he had built his life upon had been shattered. He retreated from the camp, his heart heavy with despair. Taking the very sword that Hector had gifted him, he walked to a lonely place by the shore. There, in solitude, he planted the blade into the earth and fell upon it, ending his life. The mighty warrior, undefeated in battle, was undone not by the Trojans but by his own mind. His death sent shockwaves through the Greek camp. Some mourned his passing, recognizing the injustice he had suffered. Others, like Agamemnon and Menelaus, viewed it as the tragic end of a man who had succumbed to his own pride. Ajax's body was buried, but his soul found no peace. The gods did not forgive his defiance, and his spirit was doomed to wander the underworld. When Odysseus later journeyed to the land of the dead, he encountered Ajax among the shades, but the warrior refused to speak to him, still bitter over his loss. His son Eurystheus would later inherit his father's shield and name, ensuring that the legacy of Ajax lived on. His story became a cautionary tale of hubris, dishonor, and the devastating consequences of divine intervention. The madness of Ajax is one of the most haunting tragedies in Greek mythology. It explores the fragile line between honor and pride, strength and vulnerability, sanity and madness. His fall serves as a reminder that even the greatest of warriors can be undone by forces beyond their control, whether by the gods or by their own inner demons. His story continues to inspire literature, theater, and philosophy. The tragedy of Ajax warns us of the perils of unchecked rage, the burden of honor, and the cruel hand of fate. In the grand tapestry of Greek mythology, Ajax stands as a tragic figure, a warrior undone not by the battlefield, but by betrayal, madness, and despair. What are your thoughts on Ajax's fate? Do you believe the gods were just, or was he wronged? Let's discuss the tragedy of one of Greece's mightiest warriors. Like, subscribe, and follow Broken Sword Gaming for more videos on mythology, or visit our website's blog postings at brokenswordgaming.com.